He was playing in his room. Various things, such as notebooks, a box of colors, toys, electronic games, and a mobile phone were scattered over his bed and carpet. He looked out of his window toward the mountain in front of him. It was morning, and from one side of the mountain, smoke was slowly rising. Sitting on the floor, he was drawing lines in his notebook while carefully watching the smoke rising from the mountain. The door of his room opened into the TV lounge, where a large television screen was mounted. His mother was in the kitchen preparing breakfast. He kept staring at the smoke. He felt that something had happened. The previous night, while watching television with his family, he had suddenly seen a report showing an explosion somewhere. People were running in all directions. Smoke was rising, and injured people were being lifted into ambulances. Now he felt that the same kind of smoke was rising from the mountain and gathering in the sky. Perhaps there had been an explosion nearby, and that was why the smoke was spreading and slowly rising into the air. At that moment his mother called him. "Ahmar, where are you, son? Come quickly, drink your milk and eat your egg. I've prepared it." He stood up and thought, if there has been an explosion, what will happen? Ambulances will come here too. He went into the TV lounge and sat at the dining table drinking milk. "Does smoke spread because of explosions?" he asked. "Yes, son, but why are you thinking about such things?" his mother said, pinching his cheek affectionately. Last night on television, the explosion had been shown with black smoke rising. For several days he had been seeing and hearing the same things. He began picking at the egg on his plate with his fingers. His mind was fixed on the smoke that was slowly spreading. He thought he had never seen smoke spreading like this before. He felt that soon the whole mountain would be covered in smoke and another explosion might happen. Fear crept into his heart. For a moment he wanted to look at his mother. She was still in the kitchen, working. He took a sip of the remaining milk and went back to his room to look toward the mountain again. A light breeze was blowing, and the trees were gently swaying. Smoke seemed to be spreading everywhere. For a moment he felt very frightened. Black smoke was gathering in one place and wrapping itself around the sky. Suddenly the rays of light coming through the window grew dim. He felt he should run and tell his mother that an explosion had occurred and that the smoke was spreading rapidly and would soon enter their house through the window. Overcome by fear, he ran from his room into the kitchen and clung to his mother. "What happened, son?" "Mother, there has been an explosion there," he said, pointing toward his room. His mother stroked his head gently and said, "Let me arrange a few things, then I'll come and see." "Come quickly, Ami. I saw smoke rising from there." "From where?" "From the mountain. Black smoke was rising and slowly spreading over the whole mountain. Come, I'll show you." "Yes, I'm coming in a minute, son." He thought, what will we do if the smoke comes inside through the window? Suddenly he remembered his father, but he had already gone to the office. Once again he called his mother. "Hurry up! Now the smoke is coming inside through the window." He took her hand and led her toward his room, pointing at the window. His mother looked at him lovingly and placed her hands on his cheeks. "My dear Ahmar, these are black clouds. It seems it is going to rain." He looked at the mountain in surprise. At that moment, lightning flashed loudly between the clouds. He shut his eyes and shouted, "Mother, there has been an explosion!" His mother, standing close to him, hugged him gently and said, "No, son, it is going to rain." Trembling, he looked out of the window at the rain clouds pouring down. Part 2. Declaration of War. When he came to the mosque, I was present. After the prayer, when most people had left, he came to me and said, "I want to talk to you." He had come to me before as well. I said, "Come after I finish my voluntary prayers." When he came, I was alone there.
As soon as he arrived, he asked, "What is the proof that God exists?" I said, "Everything in this universe is proof of his existence. This whole world, everything beyond it in the solar system, this machinery of the universe, does it run by itself? There must be someone who runs this entire system. Is that not enough?"
He said, "From what you say, I understand that nothing can be made without a maker, am I right?" "Yes." "Then tell me, who made him?" "You speak disbelief. No one made him. He has existed from eternity and will remain forever." "But just now you said that nothing can be made without a maker." "That cannot be said about God. Do you not know that he neither gives birth nor is he born?" "All right, then listen to me. Accept this. He does not exist. And if he does exist, then he should speak to human beings. Billions of people will be freed from the illusion of his non-existence." Saying this, he left the chamber. I began to think. Suddenly I went outside. When I came out into the main hall of the mosque, he was standing there. I took the gun from the security guard at the gate and fired bullets into his chest. A piece of news that gained extraordinary fame on social media, creating the possibility of a global war. On one side, the reaction from religion. On the other, the logical question of the murdered young man. Religion says that humans cannot ask such questions. Humans do not possess the capacity for it. Then why should humans cling to a concept that they are not even capable of understanding? In the past few days, two major trends have emerged in the world. Intellectuals, writers, political leaders, and even heads of states are now thinking about how to control the situation. Religion and politics have come face to face. This is a declaration of war. Politicians across the world say, "We respect religious beliefs and concepts, but now the greatest challenge facing the world is to maintain peace and order." Everywhere, denial of religion and God has begun. People are raising different questions. All religions believe in God, and they also believe that God spoke to human beings. The belief in revelation exists. So why don't all religions fix a single day and ask God, through prayer, to speak to humanity, so that the illusion troubling the world may be removed? The major religions now refuse to accept that God will speak. In this age, perhaps there is no such possibility. To speak of such things is equivalent to inviting God's wrath. After all, God destroyed great nations in this very world. Politicians say, "We have the strength to bear even God's wrath." If there is no way to contact God, then let all believers of all religions lay down their weapons. Let all religious assets of the world be gathered globally to try to stop God's punishment. "Friend, I often think about one thing," he said, sitting in the lawn and talking to his friend. "In the last century, the way religion came to an end, its cause was a piece of news on social media. Even today, doesn't the murdered boy's question come to your mind? If God exists, why doesn't he speak to humans? Leave it, man. Why do you think about such things? If God existed, wouldn't he have spoken by now? Maybe now he will speak. Even if he does, what difference will it make to you? Do you know what effects global wars have had on this world? People are still suffering from them. God is gone, and religion went with him. Maybe God will speak. Even if he does, what use is it to you? Politics has reshaped the world. People have forgotten everything and are enjoying the pleasures of the world. Do you know, once all this was asked from God? Yeah,